Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? To get started off this morning, we're gonna start grinding some chicken feed. Someone came to the store and they needed help loading some stuff up. So I had to run up top and take care of that, and I missed all the grinding of the chicken feed. They finished up already. So every time we grind feed, the animals get excited because they think it's their turn. I hate to tell you this, guys, but we just ground chicken feed. They're gonna be upset when they finally figure it out. What the boys had to do was open up this auger, which dumps the grain into here, and then it comes out this end into the barrels. What we had in there is corn and some concentrate, which adds protein. We got all the animals taken care of. We got the chicken feed all ground up. It's time to pick some vegetables. Now, this is the stuff that we planted under the plastic. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put it like somewhere right up here if you guys want to go back and watch it and see how we planted the sweet corn. They've already picked through a little bit, but what we're going to be looking for is, as we pick through, you see this silk, how the top of this silk is dry. I don't know if you can see that there. That's what we're looking for. Also, if the ears are nice and fat, because we don't want these tiny little ears of corn back at the farm market. What we're going to do is open this up and see how it looks inside. But oh yeah. Look at it, that looks nice. That's what we want. So then what I'm looking for is, as I go through here, I have to watch out and be careful. You see, I want to make sure that the ears are on the fat side. The silk up here, it's dried out. And I also got to be careful because I want to make sure that I'm not picking any worms. I already went through and I found a couple because we try not to spray it, and that's just the unfortunate part of that. You know, you're gonna get worms in it, in your sweet corn, so we got to keep an eye out for that, especially when we're picking, because we don't want to pick too much of that, because if you take that back to the farm market, people won't want to take it if there's worms in it. Now, it's still really early for us for sweet corn. We'll get to the point when we're picking 500, 600 ears a day. But right now we only need a little bit because it's just the start of the season, and well, we don't have enough yet. We have it here, it's spotty. So we have some areas where it's nice and ripe, and then some areas where it's not. What we're looking for while picking is right here. You can see this is dried out. That's what we want. Then we want a nice fat ear. And if we split this open, oh, that's what I like to see. See, we got nice kernels all the way to the top, nice color. Tasty too. So I don't know if I love vegetable farming because I get to help people, I get to feed people, or because I get to eat while I work. I don't know. But if you've never had raw sweet corn, try it because it's literally delicious. I can't believe the amount of people that have never had raw sweet corn. So make sure you try it because it's delicious. Delicious. Normally when we plant our sweet corn, we use the 4-row planter, and it's a lot closer together. I think we use 32-inch rows, 36-inch rows. I'm not 100% sure. So you don't have as much room as I have right now, as you can see. But this made it a lot easier for spraying, actually. And using that plastic layer, it helped out a lot because we were able to get this stuff a little earlier than we normally would have had it. And it seems to grow nice. There's no weeds in here, which is good. I think that helped with the plastic layer that we used. But hey, I'm happy with the way this turned out, guys. And the corn, sometimes I wish I could just take an ear and just give it to you guys right through, and you could eat it then. Loading up the sweet corn. Like I said, we don't need too much this time of the year, so we got a couple bushels on there. But as it starts to ripen, and as summer starts we start getting further into summer, we're gonna be picking the sweet corn like crazy. I stopped as I was coming through. I can see our cabbages are starting to make some, well, that one's firm. We just need it to get larger. But our cabbages are forming heads. That's good to see as well. We got finished with the sweet corn, and then we walked through the cabbage to look at it a little bit. And now we're picking some pickling cucumbers. Don't get as large as normal cucumbers. We're looking for about this long. Here, I'll give you an example. Looking for about this long, maybe a little thinner than this. We sell a lot of these in the farm market because people like to pickle them. They'll make their pickles, they'll dice them up and cube them, and they'll jar them and eat them later. And we sure eat a lot of them, that's for sure. You can see they look nice. We have had a little trouble with them this year. Let's see if I can, here, look at this. Oh, pretty nice. We're having a little trouble with them this year, but as you can see, they are producing nice. You always want to make sure you flip the plant over because there's always ones hiding underneath. And right here, look at that. I'm working on some burpless cucumbers. These ones, they're longer, skinnier, and Matthew is down there picking zucchini. That was good. Okay, we're good. There we go. We got a couple of them. We don't raise too many because not too many people like them. All right. I didn't fall off. We're back at the farm. I just want to show you guys what we picked here quick. We got the pickling cucumbers. We got like almost 3 bushels of those. Two bushel. And then we got some zucchini right here. And then right here we got a whole bunch of sweet corn that we picked. So probably about 300 ears here. So now what we want to do is get this stuff out of the heat. So we have to take it all in the farm market and then we'll be good. This is depressing. We got done with all that other stuff that's actually fun to pick. And now we have to go pick peas. So I got some baskets on the truck here. And now we're going to get heading out to the field. We just got finished picking peas. We got 3 bushel here. They look really nice. And interesting fact, that's the last of the peas for the year. Woo!
Excited. I'm looking forward to disking them up, planting something better there.
You heard me mention before we went down for lunch that we just picked the peas for the last time this year. The peas, they're so mature that the pods are starting to harden and the insides are getting wrinkly and soft, and that's not what you want. So we have to get rid of the crop, which means we're about to destroy the peas. Woo! Yeah! In all reality, the only reason we're tearing that up is because we're gonna plow it under and we're gonna plant something else there. I think we might put sweet corn or we might put green beans there. Daniel just has to go over top and cut it, and then he's gonna plow it under. So I have to go help Joel. He has to fix the disc. Chain broke off of it. We use a chain to hold something up because, you know, we're fancy like that. As I'm waiting for Joel, he's bringing the tractor back to hook up to that disc. I wanted to come over and look at these green beans that we planted. We planted green, yellow, and Italian flat beans, and they look really, really nice. I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but if you look this way, you can see each line of beans coming up. We plant beans every week. We always need new and fresh for our farm market. So we plant green, yellow, and the flat beans every week. He's going to go get
A nut, a bolt, and some washers. The disc that we have here, not exactly sure how old, but I know it's been here for a very, very long time. And it's been broken many times. The mount that holds the frame, the discs to the frames broke years ago, and we've been using a chain to hold it so you can take it down the road. So he's gonna fix that, but I have to get fiber shanking because Daniel's coming to plant our last planting of sweet corn, which is pretty crazy. So I got to get going on that. Andy's back. We're just trying to get the ground prepared. This has been prepared already, but it's since rained, and the dirt will get a thick crust on the top of it from the rain. So what we're doing here is just working that crust off so it's soft, so that the sweet corn can go in with our planters, so we have a good population. That way we get a nice equal yield when it comes to the sweet corn for late season. Got to give the seed the best chance it can, right? So that's the goal. So I don't know what this guy's problem is and why he always needs to be breaking all the equipment.
You gotta break this. Oh no! Oh, I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff though.
What'd you drop? All right, I think we got her fixed. Got some bolts. I'm ready to go break it.
Joel better not break it. I'll kick his butt. Bye, Joel!
Bye, Andy!
Bye, Mr. Turkey. I came out to check on these cold crops that we planted. I was looking at our Savoy and red cabbage here. It looks really nice. Over here we have some cauliflower. Now we did plant the stuff that the cows ate. You saw that in my previous video, I think, or the video I before. I don't know, I'm getting confused. But we did plant that stuff. So I am gonna give you guys extra updates on that. It's not doing as well as the other stuff that we planted out here. Obviously, it's gonna have to put a lot of its work into regrowing itself, but there has been some growth. Here's some stuff that we planted that's fine, but for example, this right here, you can see on the camera there is growth there. It is coming back, but it's gonna be very difficult for it, and hopefully the deer don't find it. This is probably a miracle. I came over to the first planting of peppers and look, Jake is actually standing up doing his job. That's incredible. Jake, how does that make you feel? As I was driving, look what I ran into, Daniel. Is this your last planting of beans or no? No, so this isn't the last planting of beans, but he's gonna try and finish up sweet corn for the year. While we were out fixing the disc, they got 3 new calves. They got 2 bull calves and a heifer calf, and they look really, really nice. It looks like 2 Herefords, 2 Hereford Holstein crosses, and then an Angus Holstein cross. The reason why we put them in there, normally these guys we'd put them out in the greenhouse with the other calves, but because it's so hot, and these guys were in a nice barn with fans blowing on them, we don't want to put them out in that heat right away. So we got them some water, and we put them in here for now. Dad said we need to pick some yellow beans and some Italian flat beans, so that's what we're doing now. And now, since there's a lot of new people that's watching, I got to show you guys a neat thing about these Italian flat beans. Watch, ready? The beans just stick to people. Yeah, these beans, super sticky. They're kind of like Velcro, so they basically stick to shirts and like all different kinds of fabric. But that's how you tell these are fresh. These beans that I'm picking, we actually have a machine called a pick saw, and it actually picks these a lot faster than we do. The only problem is it's early in the year, and if it goes over these beans, it destroys the plant. And we have a lot more coming on these plants yet. I don't know if you can see, but there's blossoms. So we're not using the machine just yet, but soon we will be getting it out because we're going to need a lot more beans for the farm market. I just picked the plant clean, and this is what I got. And this is like our 3rd time picking these plants. That's one of the big reasons why I don't mind picking beans as much as I mind picking peas, because you get a lot more beans than you do peas. But peas do taste better, I will say. These beans, they kind of make me feel a little weird. Dad got his yellow beans picked. I got my basket. Matt is just finishing up his basket. After we're done with these beans, we're going to take them to the farm market and get them cooling off. The girls called us. They said they ran out of sweet corn, so we have to go pick more of that too. This variety of sweet corn, it's called Temptation. It's an early variety. We plant a few different varieties of sweet corn. We plant a variety called Cameo, Montauk. Are we doing, what's the one that's annoying to pull?
Providence. No.
Oh, Providence. We're not raising Providence this year. That's good with me because Providence, the type of corn it is, it's really hard to pull the ears off the stalk. A lot of times when you're pulling it, you almost pull the entire stalk out of the ground. So we're not raising that this year. Mostly just Cameo and Montauk. I tell you what, being a vegetable farmer is great. You get to eat on the job all the time. So good. Well, guys, that's where we're going to end the video today. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Say goodbye, Dad.
Subscribe.